Welcome to USTC360. I'm Ginger Chang. Thank you for joining us. Today we return to Haiti. After the devastating earthquake on January 12 last year, the United Nations estimates only 20% of the nation's schools escaped the earthquake, and 2.5 million Haitian children do not have access to schools. Compared to children in the US, obtaining an education is considered a blessing for Haitian students. The average age for children to start school is 6, but since 80% of the population lives in poverty, it's impossible for parents to afford the school fees. The World Bank notes the average annual household income in Haiti is about $650. Yet thanks to Tzu Chi's rebuilding efforts in Haiti, the Foundation's Back to School program in Port-au-Prince has given 250 students and their families a big break. The classroom environment has also given the children a sense of normalcy to help them cope with post-quake trauma as well.
Qui t'est passé le 12 janvier 2010. Combien de temps on t'a fait pas aller à l'école?
Un an.
Okay. Et pendant qu'on allait à l'école pendant un an, ça, qui sont t'as fait?
On était jouer, on fait travail pour maman, mais si on pas à l'école, on pas faire rien. On allait à l'école tout, il pas qu'à faire au chien, mais aller tout.
Comment on y a ressenti lorsque vous allez à l'école?
Je me sens bien et m'a dit Tzu Chi comme ça merci. Je vais à l'école. Dans ma apprendre docteur pour me aider moun, me faire lina pour petit moun pour qui va petit moun qui va maman, petit moun qui va papa, petit moun qui va famille, on va faire zèv tout.
Under my impression, I would say that about 60% of the young population has no opportunity of attending school in Port-au-Prince. For Haiti in general, I would say about 75% of the population has no opportunity of attending school. Tzu Chi has really changed the economic situations of the children and families here in Haiti. Children can now go to school because Tzu Chi has paid for their tuition fees and also have enough money to get uniforms and school supplies. Without Tzu Chi, the children will have no way of attending school. There is more than just money that is helping the children, but there is love. It is the love that is very important for the people. The children and families have told me that they can see that Tzu Chi cares about them.
Tzu Chi paye l'école pour un pile petit monde dans zone.
With the first education program in the St. Alexander zone, many of the children who attended school received really bad grades. It was because of that both American and Haitian volunteers came to the conclusion that we needed a tutoring program for those children who are struggling in school. So every day, starting at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, professors and tutors will go to the St. Alexander Church to help all the children with their homework. There are many different subjects and domains of study, such as reading and writing. The tutors help the children study in order for them to get a better grade in each of the school subjects. It is this type of program that really ensures the success of the children at school.
Ça va bon faut aller à l'école pour te apprendre pour leur ils vont côté sur moto pour signer pour te casser pour mettre maman parents
I met Tzu Chi at the stadium after the January 12th earthquake. They were there doing free clinics. They took very good care of me. I feel good working with Tzu Chi as a volunteer of great love and compassion. I am a parent, and I am not capable of paying for Angel to go to school, but because of Tzu Chi, he can go to school now.
When we interviewed potential parents and children for the Back to School program, there was a really young single mother of 2 sons named Mario Mat. She was not just a parent receiving aid from Tzu Chi for her children to go to school, but on top of that, she is a very motivated active volunteer of Tzu Chi activities in Haiti. She receives the financial aid each month from Tzu Chi, but she is always asking me if she can be of any service and help to others. Whenever there is an activity, she will always try her hardest to be there and give back to the community.
I am in need of 2,500 gores in investment money for my business that I want to start. I need that money to let the business grow, so in turn I can support my family and help others. Here is my tent that I share with everyone. Everyone sleeps in the tent together. It is very crowded. It's a big problem when the rain arrives. When it rains, the whole tent is soaked and everyone is all wet inside. There are times when it rains really heavily during the night, and the weight of the rain crashes down the tents. I can't leave Port-au-Prince because this is where I grew up and I'm always here. Even though a lot of my family members are in Léogâne or the countryside, Port-au-Prince is where I can do something for my family and where I can find work. There are no opportunities in the countryside. I want to say a great big thank you to Tzu Chi Foundation and also to the volunteers at Tzu Chi for helping us through our tough times. And always thank God for His grace and for letting me be capable of helping those who are in need.
At the moment, she feels sorry that she can't successfully support her family and children, but she knows that she will be able to in the future. Right now, she needs help financially, but she is trying hard to get her small business started on the side to reach self-sufficiency. That's why we as volunteers are helping her in any way we can. And in turn, she is helping others even when she is limited by what she can give.
Some care recipients are even more limited. Joni Pascal was a young girl who was born without arms. But even so, she is determined to be not only self-sufficient but to aid her family.
The local volunteers have chosen Joni to be the first case for the Bamboo Bank funds because we saw that she was gravely in need of help. She has no arms, so she does everything with her feet. She took care of herself because there's no one else that can take care of her. We, as volunteers at Tzu Chi, have vowed to help those in need. So as Jonit, we cannot leave Jonit behind.
Les personnes qui ont besoin, alors c'est pour cette raison que on ne laisse pas tomber Jonit.
Today we have brought small gifts like chocolate and vegetarian rice. I must say that the lady we're helping in this case is an incredibly hard worker. Although she doesn't have hands, she still wants to learn to use a computer. Thus, we found a used computer donated by a volunteer from Tzu Chi headquarters. Today, we are giving it to her.
Merci, thank you.
This way?
Thank you so much.
How about you write down your email address here? Where our master Chen Yan live.
When we visited last time in February, we promised her that we would bring a computer when we visit next time. Although she's disabled, if she can learn computer skills, not only can she take care of herself in the future, she could help others.
Mais oui, bien sûr, Jonit est contente. Elle est très contente parce qu'elle était désespérée.
Jonit is very happy with the help of Tzu Chi and how the volunteers visit her. There were many times where she went to other schools to enroll, and the schools did not let her stay or even enter because of her physical differences. We always talked to her to encourage her. We did not understand why others view her in other ways, because she is really just like everyone else. Of course, Tzu Chi is going to continue to help Jonit. We will continue to help her out just till when she is able to be self-sufficient after her studies, and this way she too can help others who are in need.
Jonit réussit sa vie. À partir de cela, alors on peut venir un de ces jours dans l'avenir avec Jonit pour présenter Jonit comme une personne que Tzu Chi a aidée.
Parce que ça là, il est vraiment cher. Il est cher en pile. Oui. Il y a plein
Learning computer skills is actually quite difficult for her. However, she's determined to use her feet, the only two limbs she has, to learn to use computers. Any other type of job is probably not as suitable for her. I think if she can learn computer skills well, she shouldn't have problems taking care of herself financially in the future.
Jonit is only one representative of the persevering hope and determination of the Haitian people embodied in its youth and in its families. Individual by individual, Haitians are working together to improve their communities. Every day, yet another step on the long road to recovery from the 2010 earthquake. Malnutrition and deforestation are among the challenges that has been plaguing Haiti from significant development. The World Health Organization reported that 19,000 infants died before reaching the age of 1 in 2010. This is worsened by the fact that 2/3 of Haitian population relies on small-scale farming, so the depletion of natural resources has become widespread. The World Resources Institute, a global environmental think tank, also noted Haiti is among the top 10 countries with the highest rate of deforestation. Numerous studies conclude the causes are due to poverty and hunger, because the poor are economically and socially vulnerable and are willing to work for low wages. However, Tzu Chi volunteers have found the solution to combat both issues with the Moringa tree, a plant the local people were destroying before Tzu Chi told them about the benefits of keeping the tree.
Now, you don't want to overcook these things. This is not something that you... Think of it as spinach. You don't cook spinach for half an hour. You cook it for 4 or 5 minutes, and that's all you need. Same thing with Moringa.
After the Haitian earthquake, I've always wanted to find a way to help their society. I spent a year researching Moringa, and I really think it has potential to be a great fit. Haiti has a lot of land, but very little vegetation. We all know 98% of its natural forest has been logged. But if you tell poor people that they need more greenery and to grow more trees, the first thing they'll think of is, if I grow this tree, what good is it to me? If you say, oh, it's just a tree, before a couple of days it will be chopped. But if you teach them that this tree can keep producing these very nutritious leaves, they'll be very protective of it and won't necessarily chop them for wood, because when they grow it, they can immediately eat the leaves. It's a complete food and nutrient source. They don't need to wait 3 or 5 years for a result.
And the pods, which can grow up to this size or so, they look like a big string bean. They're delicious too. They're a prized vegetable in India, and that's one of the reasons they grow it over there. The root of the tree has medicinal purposes to it. Practically every part of the tree can be used for something. You can make paper out of the wood. There's a blue dye that's found at the base of the wood in the bottom of the tree. And the connective tissue, these little connective tissues here have as much nutrition in them as the leaf does.
I'm Dr. W. John Martin. I'm an Australian. I live here in Los Angeles, and I'm a pathologist. I realize that of all the plants, including trees, that can benefit mankind, the greatest by far is the Moringa oleifera, or Moringa tree, widely known. And once I started to look into that, like so many other people, I became fascinated. Just by weight, as it were, the leaves from this tree are so phenomenal that pound for pound, they have more vitamin A than carrots, more vitamin C than oranges, more calcium than milk, more iron than spinach, and so it goes on, more protein than yogurt, all of the essential amino acids, a whole lot of phytonutrients, antioxidants, and so forth. Beyond that, there's something special about Moringa, some other plants, a Japanese one, acetaba, the Chinese plants, because they seem to be able to perform far better. We've had trees grow to 6 foot within 3 months.
You can leave them. I left here on a vacation one time. I left for 10 days, and when I came back, they all looked better and had grown tremendously since I had gone.
When I introduced the plants, they said, if you give us the seedlings, we will grow it. I'll grow it around my house. When I have more experience, I'll grow in the farm. If the government gives us land elsewhere to grow it, we will go grow it. There's a Haitian woman named Madame Michael. After she heard my introduction, she made a Moringa nursery. She came back and told me they grew very successfully. She had 30,000 seedlings and asked me, what's the next step? So this time, we're going to see the nursery and distribute the Moringa seedlings to the nearby villages and explain to them how great the plant is and spread the word.
The real beauty of Moringa trees is virtually anybody can grow them. We give seeds to young children and encourage them to put it in the ground and grow. But there's a true bilateral affection. I think I'm obligated to provide the best nutrients and water I can for the tree, knowing that it can give me back the benefit. That same message ought to go to so many children. My honest feeling is that virtually children will overcome that epidemic of eating unnecessary foods and so forth if they adopt a Moringa tree and they take the responsibility of caring for that tree in terms of how they feed that tree, knowing that that tree will feed them back.
We're talking about creating hope. It's just like children's hearts. If from a young age we teach both about environmental protection and loving this life-saving tree, in the future, they'll also push the idea of protecting the earth. That's why we specifically went to schools to introduce Moringa. By introducing Moringa, we're getting more volunteers. We're simultaneously taking care of their health and their hearts, because we're also discussing Dharma Master's teachings about compassion and respect for the earth and living things. So bodies, hearts, and minds are all being cared for.
A breed of the Moringa tree or the miracle tree actually grows natively in Haiti, even though it originated in northwestern India. Tzu Chi hopes that the multi-purpose, highly nutritional, and drought-resistant tree will be able to save countless lives, not only in Haiti, but also worldwide. The benefits of the Moringa also coincide with Tzu Chi's vegetarian movement and environmental sustainability. Therefore, education and charity will continue to be a focus of Tzu Chi's reconstruction efforts in Haiti, so that the people can find a self-sustainable means of living that improves their own situation and their communities as well. our next segment for Prince, we introduce you to Patrick Cho. Patrick was part of the first team of Tzu Chi volunteers that traveled to Haiti last year for earthquake disaster relief assistance. Before his first trip, Patrick knew very little where he was going, but he knew that he wanted to help. However, in a matter of a few days, Patrick was touched by the Haitian people's friendliness and sincerity. Let's now see why Patrick considers Haiti to be his second home.
I never thought I had a chance of going to Haiti after last February's earthquake. Back then, I was not familiar with this country at all. I only knew it was a very poor nation. I only wanted to quickly provide relief goods for the victims in need. So I brought a team of volunteers for the Work Food program. Then I met a few local volunteers and found out they liked the spirit of Tzu Chi very much. They were especially impressed when they found out that all of our volunteers paid their own airfares and took out their own time to come help. They have never seen the spirit of helping others like ours. But there's so much more work to be done. Coming back here, I couldn't adjust right away because we had seen so many people who needed help. We felt helpless and lost in the midst of those affected by this incredible disaster. Later, I realized that if I continued like this, it would neither give them any help nor do me any good. So I began proactively contacting them through various means, first by phone, then by Skype and email to keep in touch. In the beginning, John Dennis had a plan for a makeshift school, so I encouraged him to pursue the idea. Then we found a volunteer teacher and a cook, so we could let this student have a place to study and promote this concept to the entire local community. Then we asked this volunteer to do home visits and let parents understand that family education is also very important. Many parents also became our volunteers. Prior to the landing on the airplane, we saw the island of Haiti from the window. I had that feeling of home again because I knew our volunteers were waiting for us down there. We had just one goal in our mind. We hope we can get back in a hurry to serve with them together.
Patrick is actually one of the people at the forefront of promoting the Moringa tree planting project to Haitians. He returned with a team to Haiti in September on a 3-day research trip. While there, he visited local Moringa nurseries to learn more about the plant's growth process. The team also took Moringa seeds to the students and families who are part of Tzu Chi's back-to-school program. By growing them at home, they can begin to appreciate the environment too. I am Ginger Chang. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.